While the trigger that causes us to eat excessively may be unique for each of us, there are some underlying common causes, which when addressed, can greatly impact our health. 1/3 of all women and 1/4 of all men in the United States are on a diet, yet the US is one of the most obese populations in the world. Which begs the question, why? 1. Addiction. In the late 1960s to early 1970s, cigarette manufacturers added more nicotine to cigarettes in order to make them addictive. Certain foods today are addictive in much the same way. People know why they shouldn't eat them, but then have no idea why they can't stop eating them. Sugar. For example, fat-free products usually means it's loaded with sugar. The fact that once we eat the sugar-filled product, it will turn into fat in the body, does not appear on the label, however. And for good reason. Products with high sugar content increase our blood sugar levels, which then causes our pancreas to have to secrete insulin to bring that level down so we don't die. Insulin is the fat-producing hormone. Fat-free products insert excess energy into our system which has to be stored somewhere. The body's answer? Fat cells. Food additives. While food additives and preservatives undergo a required series of pre-market testing, often involving lab animals being fed these additives, there are less tests on what happens when all the different additives break down and interact with our body. MSG. MSG is in 80% of all flavored foods and makes you want to eat more and excites the part of your brain in charge of the fat program. MSG is commonly used in lab experiments as a way to make mice fat. Google MSG obesity-induced mice. And this is in 80% of modern-day foods. MSG is often hidden on food labels under the following names: hydrolyzed soy protein-free glutamic acid sodium caseinate, citrate, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, monoammonium glutamate, maltodextrin, caffeine. Nothing else does it in your brain quite like a Diet Cola. Dr. Christine Northrup. While there may be 0 calories in diet soda, studies have shown that a combination of caffeine and aspartame kill off brain cells, but before they die, they trigger a chemical reaction in the brain that creates a momentary buzz. End result, that momentarily happy feeling which very soon drops off and we're left feeling depressingly low. Plus, we get addicted to that momentarily buzz, making us go back and buy more. Migraines, visual problems, brain damage, breathing problems, concentration issues and many other severe health conditions have been linked to these two harmful ingredients, caffeine and aspartame. What helps? One of the primary ways we experience the world around us is through what we eat, drink and think. Eating well. If you want to live more, eat more living green plant foods. When these are ingested by juicing, the goodness is easily absorbed into the body and also helps for cleaning the body of harmful toxins. Drinking well. Drinking clean water is also vital, as 70% of our body is made of the stuff. If you live in a city, it may be necessary to purchase a water filter. Google Aquasana water filters. Thirdly, focus on constructive thoughts. When the negative thoughts come, and they will, ignore them like you ignore someone trying to sell you something you don't want. Thanks, but not thanks. They will soon get the message and disappear. Focus on what you want, healthy body, not what you don't want, not to overeat. This plays a big role in what becomes our dominant way of thinking, which becomes our dominant way of acting. 2. Emotional eating. Another common cause of excessive eating is when we use eating as a way to cope with negative emotions. Unfortunately, it wasn't hunger that caused the pain, so how is eating going to take it away? What helps? When it comes to dealing with negative emotions effectively, facing them and uncovering their lessons works. It really helps to find someone experienced to guide you on how to do this. You might like to look for a guide that helps you clear these negative emotions for good, rather than simply analyze them for many lengthy and expensive sessions. 3. Habit. Sometimes, the cause of excessive eating is simply related to eating habits we learned at a very young age. We might have been promised a special meal for good behavior, a reward if we accomplished something, or a way for parents to give affection, and those patterns of behavior became ingrained over time. While habits can seem permanent, the good news is that recent research in the field of brain plasticity shows that we can change our habits at any age we choose. What helps? Break the habit. It's not always easy, but it is most certainly attainable to replace unhealthy habits with constructive healthy habits. Focus on doing what you want for a month, not on what you don't want. By day 30 you will have installed the new habit. Make it easier for yourself by keeping it simple. If you want to start eating well, stock up on all the ingredients in advance. Prepare meals in a smoothie or juice to keep preparation easy and keep track of what you eat every day in a small notebook. You only need to get to day 30 and your mind will become used to it as a new habit. If you happen to slip on a day, it's fine. Rather than condemn yourself, focus on what you can do to make up for it in the upcoming days. If you keep going towards a destination each day, is it not inevitable that you will get there? For additional help to get your mind used to the new constructive habit, you might like to investigate subliminal videos or the Silva Mind program. Lastly, no matter how wonderful the product, if they don't recommend using it with a reduced calorie diet and proper exercise program, something may be suspect. If you have benefited from this video, please hit the like and subscribe button for future video. If you would like to lose weight, click the link in the description below to find out more.